gentlemen, welcome to Lakota East High School, home of the Thunderhawks. Tonight we're in the Hawks' Nest for our last conference game, a Lakota version of the crosstown shootout between Lakota East and Lakota West. So from Westchester to Liberty Township, this is the place to be. I'm Dave Royce with my partner in the booth tonight, Matt Bachman, filling in for Ken Yablonskis. Ken's down in the south having sun in the sun, so Matt, thanks for filling in. We're going to throw the records out. This is always a battle with these two teams. What do you think we're going to see tonight with these two?
That's right, Dave. Thanks for having me. Excited to be here as well. This feels like it's the start of the tournament run right here. West with the young team, but a team that probably a lot of people don't want to play because they can sneak up and get you. And East, the veteran team who's now the hunted. They are no question a top 5 team in the state. I think they're number 3 right now. And we've seen nothing but efficiency and just an absolute pleasure to watch them play. So excited tonight.
Yeah, can't agree more with you, Matt, as we're getting the starting lineups here from your Lakota East Thunderhawks. We're going to have Emma Foles, Brooke Asher, and here come the seniors, Madison French. Number 33, Peyton Woody. And number 43, Savannah Smith. And we're hoping Savannah has a hot night tonight. Struggling a little bit from the field in the last 2 games, Matt. But, this is a big game here with the cross-town, cross-school rivalry of East-West. There's Coach Dan Wallace for Lakota East. And we got Coach Fishman on the west side, and West is going to start Caitlin Barber, Jaden Nielsen, Sydney Wilson, Caroline Bailiff, and Lily Johnson for the Firebirds. And here we go.
And Brooke Asher right away already causing trouble. She is everywhere in the court. We'll see that tonight. She's probably the best rebounding guard in the conference.
Yeah, absolutely. Had a big game over at Oak Hill Saturday night. Saturday afternoon. Had about 6 or 7 rebounds. About 12, 15 points, so Brooks shooting the ball well. Got the band in the house tonight, Matt. Got some students in the house.
It's a great environment again here at East, and with the 3 seniors leading the way for the Hawks, I think we're in for a good treat tonight.
As Johnson was looking to go up there, dishes it back outside. Now finds
that's a great dish.
Number 3, Nielsen, for an easy layup.
The good help on East part, but that left the block open.
Inside to Savannah Smith, working hard, underhand. Like to see Savannah go in there strong with that ball right there.
Yeah,
use her strength.
Nothing wrong with that take, just didn't go in. There's
a
Brooke
steal.
Asher, first steal of the game already.
Up to Madison French, this should be money. And there's the easy layup, so we're both teams off the goose egg, and it's knotted up 2-2 here early.
In the first the first game of the series, we saw these two go back and forth in the first quarter. I think we're tied after 1, and going to expect West to hang in there tonight. A little tough, though, because one of the leads tonight is their leading scorer, leading everything, really. Katie Fox not in the lineup tonight with a sprained ankle.
Yep, unfortunate for her. Great kid. Got leading the GMC in assists, Katie Fox is. So, just disappointing not to be able to get to see her show her stuff out here, and I'm sure she's disappointed in the big East-West game. But as you were saying there, Matt, these two coaches prepare for this game all year. Coach Wallace, Coach Fishman. It's a friendly rivalry now.
And there's another freshman, Caroline Bailiff. She's been tough all year too, Dave, and she will step up because that is a competitive girl. We've seen it all season from her in the league.
West is filled with a bunch of freshmen. The future's bright. They got 3 out there today with a sophomore and 1 junior with the start here. So
Madison with a nice take there. Something Madison does is change speeds all the time. It's what makes her so tough to guard.
Caitlin brings the ball up. My daughter played with her a little bit in the younger years. For the assistant varsity coach for Lakota West, Christina Fox.
Good block. Another thing about East, all of their, what you call the bigs, Savannah, Peyton, all
see the
good
replay here, Matt.
And Selena Blunt, all great at the post in defense, in that vertical defense, blocking shots. And once again, there's Savannah. Great movement, too, to stay with the don't play the body, keep yourself in front.
Stayed right with Johnson down through the lane, like you said, kept her position. maintained her space and clean block, no foul. So now Bailiff has the ball, looks inside, nice pass. She's Nielsen again.
She's really going to be a great player, and just a freshman, and she doesn't look like it.
As looks like they're doing a little trap over there, but West is going to get the foul.
Looks like we're going to get some substitutions here, Dave.
And we'll see that all night, Matt. As you know, the bench is deep on the east side. Coach Wallace will use it. Bench not so deep for the Firebirds, and I'm sure Coach Wallace knows that as well.
So that was junior Selena Blunt coming into the game for Peyton Woody.
And Selena's been playing lots of minutes this year, doing great in the paint.
She gets better every game she goes out.
Absolutely.
Keeps improving.
Yep. And always smiling and having fun, too.
Yep.
Nice post up by her right there. Little slow on the feet in.
But Brooke had to go high there. She didn't want to get that knocked down, lose that possession. So.
Yep. Nice box out by Barber on Pham.
Oh, and Caitlin Pham checked in. I apologize, missed that, Dave. But
yep.
Caitlin is aggressive. She's a top defender in the conference. Her skills catching up to her speed, because her speed is unbelievable, and it's always been that way. And now she's really coming into her own as a sophomore, and again, just a sophomore. So going to see a lot of her for 3 years.
Yep, great athlete. Probably the best athlete maybe on the floor. I don't know.
I mean,
but definitely just a super athlete. We talk about that on this broadcast frequently here on Westchester Cable TV, and just shout out to those guys quick and early to thank them for producing these games and setting it out to you guys. We'll see a replay here as they feed it inside, and from behind this time, Madison French with the block.
Another good entry pass by West. That time lost the handle though, number 5 there for West. Sydney Williams just couldn't quite hold it. But the entry passes from West so far, that's four in.
Yeah,
they're seeing their offense, and that's what you want if you're Andy Fishman.
Yeah, kind of surprised West is trying to pump it inside, but that seems to be their game plan, is take it into the paint.
Yeah. They're doing it, trying to find that space, especially if they can get the rotation where East is going to double someone, driving to the hoop. So an Emma full check back into the game. Gave Brooke Asher her first breather of the game, too.
There goes Sydney from the three-point line. Oh, I thought she was going to get the hometown roll there.
Yeah, Selena doesn't take a lot of threes, but she's got good form, and it'll look good out of her hand.
Yes. Selena just brings a lot of size in the paint there as far as blocking shots, too. She is absolutely 4th in the GMC right now for block shots.
Peyton and Brooke are going to come back in. Savannah's going to get her first break, and so is Madison French. And, right now, again, this is something East just needs to sustain West's energy. That first quarter, again, West is hyped up, going to try to stay in this game. West is a good team, don't get me wrong. But right now, East knows they're in that 100 position. So they are, again, number 3 in the state. So this is kind of how momentum goes.
Yep.
So East has to be patient with their offense and keep working the ball.
Yeah, West maybe 6, 7 deep at best. And like you said earlier with Katie Fox out, there's a great rebound by Selena on the offensive board. Need more of those.
Yeah, we do.
You and I were talking about that in the pregame here of got to see rebounds on the defensive glass and especially the offensive glass, and Selena gets one there.
Yeah, Dave, I looked at I thought, is there any Achilles heel on this East team? And that's the only one. It's the rebounding. They're 7th in the conference in rebounding, and that's going to have to get better for a deep tournament run.
Absolutely, yeah. If you're going to go deep in the tournament, you've got to clean up the glass. And like you said, they have got the size to go in there, and Brooke Asher is one of the best, and nice. I thought that was going to roll out as Emma Foles finds a big open lane and takes it straight to the cup for 2.
And beyond, but look, I'm nitpicking because besides that, there just is not a weakness on this team.
Back door.
Oh, good hustle. And there's
Caitlin Pham going flying on the floor. We expect that at least 2 or 3 times a game.
Have you ever seen anybody hit the floor more and always come up smiling?
Yeah,
it's Caitlin.
Absolutely.
She's amazing.
Here's the save by West, and then Caitlin gets in there to tip it away, and then Tries to sky up.
Besides the laughing about that, I'm kidding, but she was the headiness to see. She watched the play. She saw where that was going, where West was trying to save it to an open, would have been an open three-point shooter, and there's Caitlin knocking that ball down out of bounds. Could have saved 3 points right there.
Williams now with the ball. She loses the handle. Brooke Asher picks that loose change up. Comes up to Madison French. Madison steps back.
Boom!
And that's something West doesn't want to see is East get hot behind the three-point line.
And especially Madison. That's Madison gets hot, it's going to be a long night for West.
Yep.
But again, who started that? Brooke Asher. She's around everything in the game when she's in the game. Loose balls, causing havoc, denying passes, just a plus defender.
Going to get our first pause in the action here. Coach Fishman wants to have a few words with his lady Firebirds, and he calls them over to the bench. There's Coach, been over at West for a long time.
Yep. And he's, he's had a couple years here or there. I mean, they're mostly always on top, but you have to sometimes rebuild. And he's taking the route. We're going to go with a lot of freshmen, and they've got kind of an empty junior class. I think not too many juniors around, just in general and volume in the whole program. So, that happens, and they're going to be better for it in the long run. But it also means that the elite teams, Princeton, Mason, East, Mount Notre Dame, it's going to be a little more difficult for them. They've only had one bad loss, though. You give West a lot of credit. They have had a good season.
Yeah, we got a peek in there, the East bench there, and Coach Dan Wallace recognized before the game for his 200th win last Wednesday night here, live on Westchester Cable TV, and did a nice little post-game interview with Coach Wallace after his 200th win, career win, so they recognized him at the pregame. As we get things started back up, I think there was a sub there. And number 5, Sydney Williams comes off the marked up play that Coach Fishman put on the board here. And
that's how you want to come out of timeout, but there's Savannah. And
Savannah, nice shot off the glass. So
good take, really square.
I think 31 Star Owens came in here for Lakota West.
I'll say it again, Brooke Asher once again causing trouble. Great defense. Denied the pass, went off the West offensive player, and here's another possession for East because of it.
Yep, Brooks' games just keeps going up game after game. Had a big game, like I said, out at Oak Hills. Played well here last Wednesday against Fairfield as well. And picking up where a couple of the seniors were having a little struggle of late as Madison French looks there for about the 12-foot jumper.
It's a good take. She went to the open spot in the middle of the key. Can't argue with that.
Yep, that's usually money for her.
Yep.
She's been struggling a little bit from the three-point line, and now there's another back-to-back three-pointers.
There's Caroline Bailiff again.
For Firebirds.
You really don't want to lose track of Caroline.
And there's, thought that was going to go for Savannah. That's her spot. She likes it.
We got an error on the scoreboard. It's 13-12 for you out in TV land here, folks. But, another great start to this game. 20 seconds left in the first quarter.
And Bailiff doing a pretty good job running this point as Barber throws it away there.
Yeah, again, it's tough. And, not only what Katie impacts from scoring, but she impacts the entire game. And she's, the offense is running through her. So this means that all these other girls have to step up and figure out how we're going to communicate and move the ball without
Katie. Subs. Now we get the Anna Wells comes in, the senior.
Caitlin Pham back in for East.
So with 16.8 seconds here, we're looking for this last possession. Coach Fishman changes things up a little bit. As Caitlin gets over there, gets knocked into the out of bounds, but no foul, just out of bounds off of West. Thought they were going to be a foul there. So we're deciding who's going to take the ball. Emma's going to run things right into Savannah. She holds. Nice. They were going to go with the give and go, but instead,
great take.
Savannah turns, spins, drives to the lane, and drains it. And that's where we'll be at the end of one, 15-12, Lakota East. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to the Hawks Nest, where we have the Lakota version of the crosstown shootout between Lakota East and Lakota West ladies, as we finish one at a 3-point margin, 15-12 for Lakota East. And Matt, the end of that first quarter was a nice play there by the two seniors, Savannah Smith and Madison French.
Yeah, it was great, and what a great screen by Madison French. You know, here she is, you know, obviously headed to Miami, been the anchor of this program, and she's still willing to do those things that makes this a great team, that are unselfish and like screens, and that's why you get 2 points out of that.
You saw there, Coach Wallace calm, cool, and collected after, you know, that quarter of play and that 200th win. Oh! Brooke will want that one back she seals that one on film. That was an easy 2.
She will. But she's in the right spot.
Yep, nice pickup right there. It's going to be off of her. Just turning into a great point guard here.
Yeah, and again,
in her own right.
I think that it starts for her with her defense. She is as I like to say, plus defender. That means she is going to win more than she loses when she's on the floor. You know, there's no question about it. The pressure she puts on ball handlers is outstanding.
There goes Lily Johnson again. She's been that's a late whistle. They say they stepped out of bounds.
Maybe she stepped out because he's not calling a foul. Not coming over here, so
yeah.
Just gotta
see this replay here, Matt. Lily Johnson has the ball out top. She drives down on Madison. Nice block and yep. Madison
Thanks, guys.
Reset that foot.
That's why we love Westchester Television catching that. Yep. Dave, we would not have seen that otherwise.
Cameramen are best. West way out at 3-point land. Shoots, comes up a little short. Tap back. Pham has that. She pushes it hard. Finds French on the wing. French, just a little too late there to Brooke Asher. That was a turnover there.
Yeah, it looked like a carry, but.
Yeah, and number 5's going to get away with that. Sydney Williams for West, but that's another freshman in there, you know, playing varsity minutes.
Well, she's been all over the court. Again, another impressive. I mean, all the West girls are playing hard. That was a good step back 3 by Anna Wells there earlier. Maybe, you know, it didn't go in, but it was nothing wrong with that shot. She was open. But this West team is playing hard. It's 15-12. This is what you expected to get. It's rivalry, and they're not going to roll over for anyone.
West with the ball underneath their basket, inbound by number 15, Parker. Checked in on that last stoppage. So Bailiff with the ball.
And here's Emma's another one. Emma Full, just another top line defender. Absolutely tough on the ball.
Oh, there's a big bucket by number 20, Wells.
Yep, ties it up.
The senior Anna Wells hits one and knots this thing up at 15.
They gave Emma the jinx, but she is still a great defender. Good way to get to the hoop, Savannah.
Yeah, speaking of Emma, you know, she's got a couple of GMC stats here herself. Number 2 in the GMC for steals, and right up there at number 3 in assists with you know, sitting Katie Fox, not getting any tonight, sitting out, but you know, Katie's sitting there at the top of the GMC at over 4 assists per game, and I love to point those out. Everybody knows who's scoring on the scoreboard, but not everybody knows until the stat sheet comes out on the assist. So Savannah goes to the line after getting fouled on the drive. For 2 shots, makes the first.
And Dave East really blessed to have Emma and Brooke Asher. You know, it's like you have 2 point guards in a sense that are so versatile. They play the 1 and the 2 together as a combo, and you can have them both on the court. So,
and number 13, AJ Johnson, comes in for her first minutes in this contest. AJ coming back from that ankle injury, slowly getting more and more minutes. Hit a big 3 the other day.
Yeah, just another luxury to have a player like AJ who might have as high an IQ on the court as you're going to see. She just does the right thing all the time. Yep,
very physical athlete too. Yep. And there's another steal by Emma Foles, and 2. So Emma keeping that steal ratio up and grabs the deuce off of it. Now the pressure's really getting on West, and they get another steal right there. Emma
Good
over
pass.
to Savannah. Savannah, a little too hard off the glass tonight for Savannah.
Yep.
That's the second time we've seen her going just a little hard. There's a nice defense.
Good defense by AJ.
just as you were saying, there's that athleticism of A.J. Johnson coming in, tipping that ball away.
She's just always in the right spot defensively. If you watch her, she moves the ball well on offense, has a good shot. I mean, just all, luxury that to have this depth. I mean, she's coming off the bench in this team because they're just so deep. Again, only a sophomore, so there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing.
But I think, someone who could have a big impact coming down the stretch here, because we're running into this stretch run of the GMC and then the tournament.
And here you go. Selena comes back in. You've got 2 juniors, 2 sophomores, and the 1 senior out there. So,
It happens to be Madison French.
Things are bright for East as well. And both of these programs.
Yep. Oh, I think she got a piece of that.
Yep, I think Madison got a little bit of tip.
Heady play by Brooke. She saw that and saved that into Emma.
Emma Foles now running it out top. Over to Brooke.
This is the time East needs to make a move. They're up 4, and they can really start.
Nice pass by Madison. Get in there. Emma was sitting down in the corner with her feet squared up, ready to go. There's a nice little push-off.
Yeah. Good rebound by Star Owens, number 31 for West.
Oh, French tried to pick the back pocket there. Oh, what are we watching the ball for?
Yeah.
There we go. Emma Foles. Guess we'll give her credit for that rebound. Selena running the court 90 feet. Emma Foles says, I like this shot. Selena was yelling, I'm open in the corner.
Yeah, there's that rebounding piece. They're so athletic, they're ready to run, and it's a good thing. But sometimes the responsibility to rebound is what's hurt East just a little bit this year. That's the one thing they've got to work on. Again, 7th in the conference in rebounding, so something that you want to shore up and get a little bit more discipline with these last few weeks of the year.
Barber back in for Parker for West, and Woody comes in for French. So still the 2 sophomores, 2 juniors, and just the 1 senior now, and Peyton Woody as she fills the lane there. Tips it away. Emma Foles gets it, swings around somebody. She's looking, takes it straight in, takes the foul. Yep. She doesn't mind that contact at all, Matt.
She's used to it. She's always smiling. Is Emma ever not smiling?
Here we go, Matt, to the replay here. There's the
Peyton with a great hand check. Poke that loose. Emma had AJ running the floor. It was with the senior number 30, Lily Johnson. Star Owens was in the way there, I think, and I think that was a good take then, Emma, just to keep that.
Yep, she tried to look her off.
It would have been tough to get that to AJ.
Tried to look her off over there to AJ and just went up strong, but key is she goes up strong, draws the foul, right?
Yeah, and it was Anna Wells, number 20. I apologize.
So she gets the buckets at the free throw line. Nothing wrong with scoring at the charity stripe.
Nope, 21-15 East now, so starting to stretch this lead a little bit. What can you do this last 4 minutes, Dave?
Yep.
Emma's really giving Caroline Rayliff attention now because she's certainly that player that could get hot.
Anna Wells with the ball out there. And Nielsen has had most of their buckets underneath as Coach Fishman running his offense here, asking the girls to work just a little harder. Throw it around. Nice. Nice play by Selena. Looks over to Emma. Emma pulls it out. Asher, I think that's got in.
Great look, set up,
great
ready for the
look.
pass.
And let me tell you, when that girl scores, and then she lights up, right?
Yep.
After that first score, Brooke will just start bringing it.
There's
another steal. Oh, nope, out of bounds. Emma's got quick hands, man. She's got that right leverage. She gets low, and just sneaky with the hands here. We'll see. Here comes the steal by
that was actually
Selena.
Selena's steal, and then the feed back to Brooke Asher, who deep 3. That was much deeper than we could see from our spot. That was at least 4 or 5 feet behind the line.
That was in the NBA range there.
Impressive.
Man. She's 22, 23 feet back. As now West brings the ball up, looking inside. Biggest lead of the night right now by 9 for the Thunderhawks. As West looks to go inside out. Nice drive. And there's the block. And then she smiles. I love it.
Yeah, that's a not my house block.
Yes, here we go. Matt, take it away here. You see Selena come down.
Yes, again, keeping her body even with the offensive player, and then timing that up. She's watching the ball the entire time. She's really learned how to block shots this year.
Yep.
We got Jalea Robinson in the game too, senior number 23 for East.
There's another one by Selena. Of course, she comes by it naturally. She's got a little bit of a natural gene there with what Corey did
that was unfortunate.
down at UC and into the NBA. I was student at the same time when Corey was down with the Bearcats. And
a foul on Lily Johnson, I think, there.
Yep, foul on the Firebirds. I see Corey over there. Got to be proud papa watching his girl out there blocking shots right and left. And Madison goes off a little gimpy there. And
she landed very awkwardly on the ball, so hopefully she didn't jam a hip or do anything weird. I mean, she is limping a little, but
Coach Wallace quickly takes her out, gives her a breather. Jasmine comes in.
Good to see Jalea in the game, too.
Pham is in there. Asher running the point, shoots it over to Richardson. She's looking. Nice hop.
That's a great setup. That's the look you want.
That's the look that's her spot. And as we said, she's been struggling of the ice rip.
Jalea Robinson getting in there. Those hands. This is, again, another unselfish senior. Maybe she doesn't play as much as she would at another school because we're just so deep at East. But, boy, when she comes in, her effort's excellent.
Only a junior there, right, I think?
No, she is a senior.
She's a senior? That's right. That's right. And, she plays hard for the minutes she gets. You're right, Matt. She comes in. Nothing about, I've been sitting on the bench. She gets right in there and does her thing. Yep. Thought she was going to grab a loose there. She knocks that one away, too. Just tenacious. Just tenacious on the defense. And Coach Fishman says, I seen enough. Give me a TO with 2 minutes left. Down 7. Here you see, Matt, the backcourt replay here is
good, clean swipe. They got the ball loose, and then that put the West ball handler in the corner, which there's nowhere worse to be. And then Selena Blunt swoops in along with Jalea. So now you've got a 6-footer in your way. That's probably the right timeout, because otherwise they're not getting it over in 10 seconds.
Right, and with all that time in the backcourt, I think Coach Fishman knew he's going to get a 10-second call, so he had to get the TO.
Yeah, that was the right call.
There's no way they were going to get it up past court in the 10-second amount. So he calls the timeout. You see him in there bringing his Firebirds together, and Coach Dan Wallace before bringing his Thunderhawks, giving them instruction as he see him there in the corner there in the white and black today with the clean white tennies, I must say.
They are. I'm sure he's glad he got that 200th win out of the way, because things are going to get big down the stretch here. Yep. Princeton, Mason, both on deck for East, and then of course the tournament.
Yeah.
So
this is always a big game, like we said at the beginning. Doesn't matter what the records are. It's always a big game, East West, and
this of course tonight. Yeah, sure.
Yep, and then they turn right around. I think they got Sycamore and then Princeton, and those are big games coming up. Sycamore's been on a roll as we see West knock down the three-pointer.
Yep, Caroline Bailiff
almost
again.
Throw the ball away over to Savannah. Savannah comes in, and she gets her shot blocked.
That was Caroline Bailiff again for West. They just can't lose track of her. That's
she's
difficult.
got 8 of their 20.
Yeah,
and that'll be something that Coach Wallace will have to clamp down at halftime as somebody get a hand in number 11's face.
So we got our first check-in for Sydney Zavila right now, number 12.
And Rolling, I believe, came in for West.
And again, this East depth, Sydney, probably the top defensive soccer player in the area, is on the bench, but can come in and play tenacious defense.
Savannah lost the handle there. Now the ball's loose. And West grabs it, brings it up quickly. As Bailiff shoots it way over to Wells in the corner. There's the senior.
Another 3 for Wells. That's her second 3 tonight, Dave, and we've got a 1-point game.
Yeah, all of a sudden.
The 3-point shot's a great equalizer in basketball.
Hawks were up 9, then 7, and now one change of possession. Selena Blount goes from the 3 line. Nice offensive rebound by Savannah Smith, and boy, at the right time.
Yep, that's the effort we need up on the offensive glass, because it's something that we've talked about. Again, they need to get better up there. That was a great effort by Savannah to pick up those two. Now need to stop and a score.
And just what we were talking about, those rebounds, offensive rebounds, big, and boy, that was big at the right time. Now the Hawks come out and put a little pressure, as I think Coach Fishman asked for the last shot here, as they're playing a little keep away here to drain, and finds the open player down below, and they're going to call a foul on that.
Selena tapped my bad. I think she lost track of her. She just got a little too high off the block, and because
that ball was away.
Yeah,
I don't see where the foul is there. That ball was long gone, hit the bottom of the backboard. And
tough call.
Yeah. And that becomes a box out at that point. And I don't know if I agree with that one. Coach Wallace making a couple of subs.
Going to move, go into an offensive set here. We've got 6 on the floor, though.
Brings Phoebe Towle in for.
So he brought in Phoebe Towle and Peyton Woody, who both three-point shooters. No question. Peyton, of course, all over the place, but Phoebe is a three-point specialist.
Yep, comes in for Sid, and Madison has it with 16 and counting as she feeds it in.
See a replay on that.
And Coach Fishman's going crazy over there. He's in that TO line right now.
I don't know if we get a replay on that, guys.
Both referees said that there was a tip there off. And I probably would agree with them. That Madison French doesn't lose the ball that easy too often. So now with under single digits here, Woody takes the shot from way out three-point land. And that's where we're going to be at the end of 2. It's a three-point game, 26-23 Thunderhawks.
Don't be a Randy. Get the fob out.
I'm Carol Lucio with Butler County Safe Communities, where our goal is to reduce traffic-related crashes, injuries, and fatalities. One of the most important things you can do behind the wheel is actually before you get in your car. Make sure that you clear your car of all snow and ice. Use a good scraper, brush, and remove all snow and ice from your car. The complete windshield needs to be used in order to be completely safe. Some other things to make sure you do is to make sure you have good working windshield wipers. So check your windshield wipers, get new ones if need be. You also want to make sure that you have good fluid to clear your windshield, and fluid that can be used for negative temperatures is always best. One of the most important things you can do though is check the pressure in your tires. You can have a great gadget like this or use a simple penny. If you can see Lincoln's head, you need new tires. Check your tires often as they can go down in cold weather. Another thing you can do to make sure you're best prepared is to have an emergency kit in your car. Simple things like gloves, mittens, hats, earmuffs, and warmers, hand and toe warmers, a bag of sand in case you need traction are all good things to help you make sure that you stay safe and arrive home safely.
Hey, Aaron.
Hello.
Westchester wants to know, can I keep chickens in my backyard?
So in Westchester, the requirement to have chickens or any livestock, frankly, in your yard is to have a lot of at least 3 acres in size or more. If you have 3 acres or more, feel free to have that chicken coop and enjoy those farm fresh eggs. If you're under 3 acres in Westchester, I'd invite you to check out the market, which we have every Saturday. During summer months, during good weather, you'll find it by the clock tower, the square at Union Center by the clock tower. During winter months, it goes indoors to Mulhauser Barn. Every Saturday, you can find farm fresh items available to you at the market here in Westchester. Thanks for joining us this evening. If you have things you'd like Westchester Wants to Know to answer, please let us know via westchesteroh.org or any of our social media platforms.
Hey, folks, we're back here at the Hawks Nest. Halftime wrapping up with the 26-23 East lead. West with a really good run to finish the half. There was a 9-point lead that got away from East, mostly due to West's excellent three-point shooting. They're 5 for 7 behind the line the first half. A couple from Caroline Bailiff and 2 more from Anna Wells, 1 from Sydney Williams. On the East side, only 2 for 11 behind the arc. That makes it difficult, 18% shooting, but yet still hold a 3-point lead. So if they can overcome a little bit of that, defend the 3 better, Dave, I think East will be okay, but they're going to have to defend that 3. They're going to have to commit to that.
Absolutely, Matt. As you said, the West just shooting the lights out of the 3-pointers. 70. That's over 70%, and East doesn't come out too well there with a quick turnover as Barber throws it in.
East looked loose coming out of the locker room. Looked like they were ready to go. Not too much bugging them. So they're just going to have to grind through this. This is where that veteran experience is going to come into play.
Absolutely, and coming out of that locker room with that 3-point lead, and only a 3-point lead because of exactly what you were saying with that 3-point shooting that West has had, and we'll see if they can sustain that here going into the second half as West grabs another offensive board.
Yeah, not sure it'll get registered that way, but it more or less was.
Nice drive by Sydney Williams, the freshman.
It was. And it's another point of the game, too, the halftime stats, the rebounding disadvantage that East has right now. It's going to have to get better in the second half. Woody from the corner.
And that'll help out the Thunderhawks because their shooting percentage has not looked good so far.
And that's why their assist number's low, too. 2 for 11. Most of those threes were coming off of passes, and that kept the assist number down for East, where West had 7 assists to East, too.
West being
probably
patient.
On the 3-point shots, Dave.
Yeah, and West being patient in this offense.
They are.
Following the instruction of Coach Fishman here as Bailiff trying to call people out. She's been the hot hand so far for the West Firebirds. Leading scorer.
Well defended by Savannah again. Between her person and the ball, or the hoop, excuse me. Ball in front of her at all times.
And they've been going quite a bit down there to Lily Johnson, and now Madison French just comes off a little bit.
It's going to be a reach on Brooke.
Yep.
A little bit of a push from behind. Just got a tough angle there.
Here's another look at this.
Good look for Madison.
Just off the mark, and I'll tell you, that's her spot. You saw that. She's about 2-3 feet behind the 3-point line. It just hasn't been happened to her with her toes close to the line.
Yep.
And a little bit further back for some reason has been her bread and butter, and hopefully she can start getting warm here. And nice interception there. Steal by Woody as she thought French was going to keep coming down the lane, and she swung behind her. Not for sure she's going to get another
steal,
and rips that ball down, and now gets it over to Madison. But
Savannah wasn't quite set, but look at the hustle
by Emma Foles as she throws it out, and she's going to pick up the foul in the corner.
Great hustle by Emma to run that down. That was going to be West's basketball.
Little back and forth.
Let's watch her track this the whole way. That's a hustle it takes right now, Dave. It's just effort. Rebounding is effort. Simple as that, and they've got to give that.
Yep, Barber gives her a little bit of body there.
They're a great shooting team. They're just not used to missing shots.
Yep.
So that makes it tough sometimes.
And right now the two seniors off a little bit, Savannah and Madison, but they'll find their groove here. Nice move by Brooke Asher.
Good help
She
defense,
kicks it out and finds Savannah Smith, and that's all it takes for Savannah sometimes. Get the lid taken off.
Yep. Let her bomb. That's her spot.
Knocks down the 3, and that brings Savannah up to 11. No, you're fine.
That straight on 3 is her spot.
Yep, that is. Agree. And Savannah's got most of her work in the paint. And there's a nice drive by Nielsen again. She's gotten quite a bit of buckets here, all on layups. That pass has got to be good. That skip pass, wide open back door.
It's an unselfish play. She just didn't execute it.
As Emma Foles was on the baseline running it wide open and just couldn't get the skip pass over to her.
And there's Brooke Asher down there. I mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, best rebounding guard in the league, and you see why. She's in there mixing it up at all times. Always gives great effort defensively and on the glass.
Brooke with a couple of rebounds already tonight.
Yep. So we got Caitlin Pham in the game for Brooke. Actually going to breathe Selena Blunt back in as well. So we'll go a little bigger here.
Caitlin over in the corner, strains it, and that's her sweet spot too.
It is.
She's a sneaky three-pointer, and a lot of people don't watch Caitlin. She's got that spot on the floor. She sets those feet up and knocks it down.
Yep.
Bailiff comes back. She misses off on the three. Selena with a great box, grabs the rebound. Emma Fulls pushing it as Coach Wallace is yelling at her. Nice try, and that's going to stay. White ball.
I don't know about that.
Selena gets down. We're going to see the replay here, Matt.
I thought Selena hit it.
Fulls goes up. Yeah.
Boy, just a shame.
After the rebound by Selena, she comes all the way down.
Yeah, that was off West. Yeah, right call.
Good call. Yeah. Stripes. We don't give them the shout out every. Bad inbound. Can't have that right there. That's a bad turnover by the Thunderhawks there. They had a nice chance to get a bucket there. Go up by 10.
Brooke Asher in quickly for Emma. Give her a little breather. And you're right about Caitlin Pham. You talk about the defense, the pushing the ball up the court, but she can shoot the three. She's got a nice shot, great release. Again, a sophomore, so it's going to be a fun couple years.
As she puts the defense on right now, and number 5 is not shy. Now Savannah Smith comes up with the steal, gets it to Asher. Brooke knows what to do with the pumpkin right here, and looks out. Pham feeling it, goes again, but a little short, little deep on that one.
It was, but you hate it. It was a good look. She was set up.
Good look.
It looked good out of her hand. Just didn't shoot it, I guess, obviously didn't.
Yeah, I think she was a couple of feet behind the line there. She's usually set up right on the line and feeling it off of that last one. So now Lily Johnson breaks the press, brings it up, gets it over to Wells, the senior, and I think they're going to call Madison with the body.
Yeah. Anna Wells played hard tonight. She's been in the mix, getting a couple three-pointers. She's been going hard to the hoop with the ball. So, good effort from a senior in her last.
No biggie there. There's another steal. Pham grabs that, throws it over to Smith. Smith has it. Brooke looks around.
Little
back
pass.
And we're going to call foul on the floor here.
That was number 23, Lily Johnson. Yeah.
After Brooke grabbed the ball on the behind the back pass.
So we got Peyton Woody and Emma Full coming back into the game. Give Savannah a break, well deserved. Good start to the quarter, and Brooke Asher's gonna get a break too.
So here's a good chance. Hawks right back to where they were before, right? Rinse, repeat here.
Yep.
Had the ball underneath their own basket. This time they don't get it stolen right away. As Emma takes one out of there and gets the 3 ball. And the Hawks take their biggest lead of the night by 11, 38-27.
Dave, I always believe that inbound play, the idea is to score, not just get the ball in.
And Madison French with a steal. Oh, that's a great one if we get a look at that. Madison gets a quick hand in there and then slaps it off the West player. You're going to see this, Matt. Check it out. There's the tap away, and then smart enough to know she can't get there and taps it off.
Basketball IQ, Dave. Very high for Madison French.
And I think Coach Fishman just put the chase trapper on.
Yeah, timeout.
Coach Wallace sees that real quick and calls timeout at the 2:30 mark in the third here. East still up by 11, and I think we're in for a good one here for the rest of the way.
We are. That was the push that East needed to, again, had that 9-point lead, fritter away by, West with some good effort to close the gap, but then to come out in the third quarter. And, again, if you're going to be a championship team, that's what you do, and that's what these ladies have done all year.
Absolutely.
If anybody pushes them, they push right back out. They have that uncanny knack to do that, whether it's been against their toughest opponents or, sometimes if they're slow to start on some of the weaker opponents, they find the next gear. They do it every time. So.
Yeah, a little slow there coming out of the locker room there with that 3-point lead, and let West come right in, tie things up, and then now they've had a little run here, and the 3 balls have helped.
Yep. Yeah, it's a great equalizer and a great spacer in basketball.
Yep, live by the three, die by the three, right? And when it's falling, and, you know, I love to see the inside out.
Boy,
right there. Great
play.
play.
Again, out of the inbound play, timeout and the inbounds play. Go get a basket.
Nice. And Selena with the assist on that. Goes up, creates havoc there, almost a block, as she made Johnson adjust her shot and get it up real high off the glass. Oh, Emma was going to shoot that one. She had it there for a second.
She was thinking for number 3. And now if they could find her.
Nice pass by Pham, over to Woody, over to Blount. And Selena Blount takes it off the glass for 2 and smiling.
What a selfish play by Peyton Woody.
Yeah, she had like a 4-foot jumper there. Yeah,
and she found an even better shot.
Yep. There's a steal. Selena on the floor going for it. I love it. I love it.
That's just effort. West ball in the possession, but Selena Blount, tallest player in the court, on the floor first.
Yep. You got to like it. Got to like it.
That's just effort.
There's the tap away by Selena, and she just dives right in there and says, nope, free ball, my ball.
And, boy, just great defense by Selena.
Yep. Not pickleball, but my ball. There's another
Selena again.
Knock away by Selena. Hack luckily goes right back to the West player.
Anna Wells.
Yep.
It's her third 3 of the night, Dave, so they can't lose track of her.
Owens gets it right back, and they find
Boy, Emma wanted to pull that
shooter.
too. She's really looking for it. That's great to see. She's feeling that 3-point shot tonight.
Hawks got to understand where they are here, right? You're leading the game as Madison French goes in, goes off the glass.
Good offensive rebound.
And, they're going to call a tie up there. It'll stay East way.
But that's the effort that East is looking for, Dave. And we've seen it now in the third quarter. It's improved off that offensive glass. You know, it's I think number you cited was really the rebounding that was hurting us. And boy, they've had a good start to this half with it. Caitlin with an awesome effort to get in there.
Yep, Caitlin with a nice offensive rebound, and little miscommunication with the 2 seniors there. Rarely happens.
Yep. Well, and Madison didn't expect to get basically hip checked out of the way, so it's just unlucky.
Yep. As Coach Fishman is shouting out what he wants here for the last 60 ticks here in the third.
That's that pressure.
Wes is going to throw it away, and that's not what Coach Fishman called, I guarantee that.
No.
As he tosses his piece of paper down.
Great East pressure up in the front court caused that pass to go into the stands.
Something we don't talk too much about is the pressure that East does bring. They really frustrate a lot of people in the backcourt. They do have a pretty decent press. It doesn't look like a lot, but boy, there's a lot of frustration in the backcourt.
They're good at baiting teams into that exact play right there. They give them a little bit of comfort, and then they're right up on them.
So East got the ball. I'm going to guess now Coach Wallace is going to call for a last shot as Asher and Foles kind of toss things back and forth here as they play. Over to Phoebe. Missed her coming in. That's a 3-point shooter. There's Woody in that corner. She likes that shot. There's an offensive rebound. Emma Foles goes up. She's going to get a deuce and go to the line for the old-fashioned 3-pointer.
What effort. That is what Coach Wallace is looking for. Another offensive rebound.
And not the tallest person out on the court, girls and boys. That shows you what happens when you get in the paint. Go up strong. She gets the bucket and 1 to the line.
And that was a good look from Peyton Woody, by the way, too. That corner 3, that space, it's got to go up out of her hand.
That's her shot. She likes that corner. Like you said, good look for her. No worries there. As we got a little confusion on substitution right
Nielsen
now.
Coming back in for number 14, Kelsey Rowling, and then Julia Robinson's back in for East. So and Sydney Wasavila's back in as well. So
West using more bench than I expected them tonight. And
without Katie, they probably figure they have to. They're going to have to get some other people to step up. So.
And with this high energy that East brings, and as deep as they are, you got to find some other kids to step up. So
tenacious right here.
There's another real high shot by Wells. It's going to go over in the back, behind the backboard there, right?
Yeah. Well, always
that hit the top.
I think it was.
There's a nice box out down there.
It was. Is that Sydney or Julia?
By Sydney, by Sydney, and that'll end the third. Lakota East 45, Lakota West 30. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Lakota East High School and the Hawks Nest here. And we got your crosstown shootout, Lakota East, Lakota West ladies matchup here. And was tight there at half, Matt, 26-23. But the Lady Thunderhawks have stretched that lead in the third and got a 15-point cushion going into the fourth here.
They did, Dave, and they did the two things they needed to do. Improve the three-point percentage. That happened. And number two, get some rebounds, and they are getting after it. These ladies just are tenacious. They know how to turn it up, and not that they weren't playing hard. They were playing hard, but they just know how to go to that next gear. Great teams do that.
Absolutely.
That's where they're at right now.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. The threes are starting to fall. A couple of people that are hitting them, not the usuals. But that's why the bench is deep, and there's going to be a short shot. Madison's going to grab that. She's going to go. They tried to grab her from behind. That ain't going to happen.
Yeah, that's
Madison gets the
money in the
easy
bank.
layup. So, yeah, and the boards have been coming. A couple of good offensive boards at the right time.
Yep.
As Emma Foles now is playing the hard defense, and needs so, too, because Bailiff has been their scorer for Lakota West.
Between Bailiff and Anna Wells, they've really they've been trouble outside that arc. So with Brooke playing all kinds of great defense, that was close to a 5-second call.
Yeah, real close.
Yeah,
real close. As West is trying to go inside, they kick it out, and there goes the fresh. She likes to drive a lot.
She does, and it's a
really
good
impressed
idea.
with her as a freshman, looking to drive the lane like that.
Drive and dish.
As Emma now dishes over to Savannah.
Oh, wonderful play.
I would have liked to seen that reverse layup by Brooke.
But again, another offensive rebound. And that's, didn't go back in, but Peyton was there because of the effort. That's what you need. These senior leaders, this five on the court, really. The three
that
seniors.
looked like a travel. Asher tries to go in and knocks things around loose enough.
And that was not in my house by Savannah
I thought
Smith.
Bayless walked that when she picked it up, and then you'll see here, Matt, take it away.
So Anna driving to the lane there. Yeah, she's clean, but all ball.
All ball, yes.
Again.
Nice block by Savannah. Not too many points tonight, but doing her part, and offensively and defensively. And Emma Foles gets knocked to the ground.
She does.
I love this Thunderhawk team, man. These ladies are laughing and smiling out here. Selena smiling when she blocks a shot or gets a layup. Emma gets knocked to the ground. She gets up smiling. Brooks smiling. Of course, when you're 19-1, you can smile a little bit.
You can smile a little bit, yeah. But in this veteran team, they have 244 varsity starts in this group.
That's incredible.
That's amazing. And that's not just their seniors.
As Madison now gets knocked to the ground.
It's a weird play. Couldn't really see what happened. I thought she just lost her balance, but I guess she must have got tripped up. Yeah, we're going to get a replay.
See a replay here as Madison takes the look, drives the lane.
Oh, yeah. Two-handed push.
Just two-handed push
on her. What are you going to do? That's a foul.
Yeah, and borderline intentional, right?
Yep.
As I think some of the Lady Firehawks are getting a little frustrated there.
Yep. No question.
And Madison takes it right back, and I'd say senior to senior, Madison won that battle, and I think Anna Wells is just getting a little frustrated out there, and they are going to call that an intentional foul now. Intentional after the last one. Yep.
Yeah.
Great replay, guys.
It's and they've watched it brewing all night, I think, and Madison.
I think they let the last one slide, but then when they saw this one, I think that's the right call by the Stripes. Calm things down, set the tone here. Let's not get anybody hurt. Both of these teams are probably going to be playing into the playoffs.
No question. Yeah.
Hoping East goes really deep and makes that run to state.
What I like about Madison doing here, she doesn't acknowledge any of the flack. She just plays through it, and she kills you with her skill.
Yeah, Matt, she hasn't reacted to anything. Lots of commotion going on here at the scorers table. Coach Fishman wanting an explanation, and Madison just goes to the line, says, "Give me the rock," makes one of two, and the Hawks will get the ball again underneath their own basket. Now they stretch that to a 20-point lead, where they had a 3-point lead at half.
That's right. Yeah.
And West got the first turnover and got things real close to within 1. As now Madison post up in the lane. And Woody gets,
Good travel.
Woody in that corner that she likes that we were
And
talking
she made
about.
It, but yeah, let's see what happened here. Did she pick up her second foot? That's what I just didn't see. I didn't know if they were going to call. Oh yeah, okay. Her step back. Yeah,
Step
right
back.
Call. Yep.
That's rarely called anymore. They let this bunny hop stuff go
They
now.
do, but she took one step and then the step back, and I think
Yep.
that was, they couldn't let that go. That's the right call.
Yeah, it may be not in a 20-point game. That's okay, right?
Yeah.
But when you're up 20, they're going to call it. So
good effort by West there to get that
West
offensive
getting
rebound.
two rebounds now.
Right.
There's a bad play. Madison French, she smells blood in the water. Oh!
Jab step. Whoa.
That's the senior Madison French going up wrong. And she comes up with another steal. Madison she's like a shark in the water now. Oh, behind the back pass.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's our equivalent to a dunk right there, Matt. The behind the back pass with the layup. And the Hawks are up 24, and Madison's looking for more. I can see that intent. Almost got another pick there.
It's like a shark smelling blood in the water right now because she is feeling it. Oh,
And
big three, though.
Wow. I'm really impressed with Sydney Williams.
You said her name a lot tonight.
Yeah, she's calm and cool. She's not rattled out there, down 24. Now Woody's going to get her chance to redeem herself. Good look. Just comes up a little short. And Madison French is feeling it right now in her last Lakota East-West crosstown rivalry here.
She's showing she's in charge on the floor right now. It's absolute full effort.
And I'm good with this, right?
Yep.
You're going to need this kind of play going in deep into the playoffs.
Yeah,
if the Hawks are going to go deep, they're going to have tougher competition. The score's going to be a lot closer. Yep. And the senior stepping up. And Madison, I'm telling you, she feels it.
Yep.
Give her the rock, Coach.
Just let it go.
She just hit about a 24-footer right there, NBA style. And Madison racking up the points. Now there's another steal. Madison French knocks it down out of bounds. Thought she was going to steal that and just grab it.
There was no doubt that was going up and it was going in. The second she released it, you could see beautiful release on her shot.
She's at 17, and I think that's the lead scorer for the Hawks for sure. Emma Foles with 14.
And she had
Savannah sneaking herself up into the 13 range. She's got a lot of deuces tonight.
That's 10 in the second half for Madison, but beyond the fact that she's probably got multiple steals and rebounds as well. So
she banged her knee on that one. Fell, hit her knee hard. I keep trying to tell that girl to wear knee pads. Her dad says, we get them, but she won't wear them.
She won't wear them. Yeah.
Yep. The referee calls timeout for Madison as she was limping there coming up. Right move by the Stripes.
Yeah.
Again.
I think Coach Wallace here thinks I might need to get Madison off the floor here. We're up 24, 4 to go. We've got a deep team with all kinds of players. We're bringing in AJ, bringing in Riley Wood, who we haven't got to talk about tonight. You talk about a good post player.
Yes, absolutely. Riley comes in off the bench, gives quality minutes. There's a steal by the West. Look, and East is going to get it right back as Johnson turns it over. Got her feet going a little faster than their hands. But, Riley Wood comes in off the bench, senior, gives quality minutes inside.
High percentage shooter. There's a lot of good things she does.
Absolutely. In fact, she is fourth in the GMC and percentage shooter. And there's the number 2 percentage shooter in the GMC.
Yeah, Caitlin Pham.
Caitlin Pham.
Yep. And that was the extra pass by Riley and the extra pass by AJ to get that. That's the other thing, the unselfishness.
And that's the little stuff Riley does. She cleans up boards. She plays tough in the paint. Had a great game out at Oak Hills. Got on the radar maybe of some folks that weren't thinking that she might play on beyond high school. And hard to find girls that are 6 foot, that are agile, athletic, and Riley brings that, playing just great.
So many other programs, she'd be playing a ton, but
absolutely.
It's just how it is, and she's still great for great
nice
teammate.
Box out there. Selena gets the ball, and it's going to be East ball still.
Good effort there. Selena, Riley both kind of walling that up, so they're not giving up so many rebounds now. I mean, we're just not going to give up more rebounds.
Matt,
They've decided.
To your point, if you're 6 foot in another program, you're a starter.
Yeah.
Here you've got Selena and Savannah and Peyton's right there at
Another
that mark.
offensive rebound for
Ash
us.
Brooker sees it, shoots it, nice look. Just didn't go for, but nice look
It
by
was an
her.
offensive rebound that got us another shot. And that's that effort that the East girls have really put in this second half.
Bailiff coming in hard, passes off, finds number 3, Nielsen, and that's about her. Here we go. Oh, Selena liked it. There's
Riley
over the back just a little bit, but
Yep.
just like we talked though, in
But good
there
effort.
scrapping,
Yep. That's
looking to get an offensive rebound.
I'd rather have that than nobody touching the ball
Absolutely,
after
just
a shot. So
giving up a clean defensive rebound to the opponent.
we get Julia Robinson back in for AJ.
Yep, AJ in there getting some quality minutes, getting that foot back in shape, and she's going to be a big help too as they go running
absolutely.
deep.
Yep.
As she gets more and more back in the groove.
Another thing about this East team, Dave, nobody's in the top 5 in scoring. They share the ball that much, and they're the second leading scoring team in the league.
Lily Johnson, just with that drive and roll all night. She's working hard.
Yeah, that was a good take.
Yep, good
but
take.
It just means for East that they're unselfish and they are deep. They're unbelievably deep. He's going to work a little clock here, I think. Coach Waltz probably want to bring it down. We're under 2 minutes now. So.
Yep, under 2 minutes, up 23. And
good combo in here of Jalen, Caitlin, and Brooke to wear that out or run that clock down, and then you got your 2 post players available.
Yep, sitting in the corners. Brooke,
Riley
the only
Selena.
starter still in there. Finds Riley Wood. Looking for Riley for a deuce, and that's just that unselfishness right there.
I know,
Yep.
looking for the extra pass. Nothing wrong with it. I mean, you don't want to turn it over, but it still was. You can't argue with her trying to think, hey, there might be a better shot.
Finding her senior teammate sitting underneath the bucket. Nice rebound up by Selena and gets ripped from behind. Coach Fishman there, still coaching right up here to the end.
All right, Mary Kenrich coming in for Selena Blunt. Like to see Mary get a shot up. She's, again, you talk about an unselfish player.
And I think Coach is going to bring his starters out right here, give some kids some chance to play in this game, because these are games that these kids will remember, the East-West game.
Yep.
You may not remember the Oak Hills game or the Hamilton or Middletown game, but they remember these East-West rivalry games.
No question. Great crowd tonight. I'm sure they're definitely going to remember this.
Yep. Give a shout-out to Westchester TV and all of our viewers, and subscribe and watch Westchester with these games, both girls games, boys games, football games, soccer games. Westchester Cable doing it all, helping us out.
We're trying to find
in the
Mary
school
Kenrich
district.
over there.
Yep, they are. Again, some of that unselfishness, looking for her to get a bucket.
She's unselfish too. I've watched
she
so
was
many
gonna
games this year. She'll always give it up for the extra pass.
Looking for Riley Wood again there in the paint. She was, I believe. So West has the ball. Bailiff trying to drive. Pham sticks her hand in there, knocks it away, and I think we're going to get a timeout as she went on the ground, got possession, and
Coach
had to
Fishman
hold
brought
up. So
timeout. I think we get a full or a 30 here, Dave. Full timeout.
Yeah. Coach Fishman says, referee talked to him, you want half or full? He's like, sure, we'll take a full. So we'll pause here for about 50 seconds. And as both teams get huddled up here for the last 32, as Coach Wallace does a couple of subs there. I think Sid's going to come in.
Yep. I think we're okay to look ahead too, Dave. So we're at Sycamore. The East girls on their way to Sycamore. And then the big one on Monday.
Big one on Monday. Yep,
and
at
I've not
Princeton.
seen them yet this year, but this is the year where the 2 teams that we only play once are Princeton and Coleraine in both the girls and boys side. So played Coleraine already here, but we go to Princeton. So
Princeton's loaded. They're tall.
They're number 4 or 5 in the state. We're number 3 in the state. We're all, somewhere in there anyhow. So it's
definitely going to probably be the biggest challenge the Lady Hawks have seen all year long.
Yeah, along with that Mason game. You know, and then just 6 days later on Saturday at Mason. So, really a big finish here. And this was step 1. This is your arch rival. You have to beat them. You don't want to lose the West game, especially with the team that we've got this year at East, and they certainly did not do that. They put their foot down in the second half, and a 3-point game has turned into a 23-point lead. So that's all you can say about these East girls.
Yeah, and like you were saying there, it is just tough sledding in the GMC. There's not a lot of easy games in this conference, and you got just programs like East, West, Princeton, Mason.
The top of the conference is really strong. It's probably hurt a little bit in the bottom this year from some other years, but the top is just unbelievably tough.
So Sid's got the ball. I think they're going to go for a last shot, but I don't think West is going to let them as they do a triple trap at the top. Nice spin move by Bailiff.
Bailiff, boy, she's had a nice game.
Yep.
That's 10 for her now, I think, Dave.
Yep, she's in double digits. And that's going to be it off the inbound. So, Matt, it was a pleasure doing the game with you.
Thanks,
appreciate
Dave.
you filling in as
fun.
your Lady Hawks go 60-39 over the Firebirds. We'll see you next time on Westchester Cable.